Okay, let me sit right here.
Go ahead.
Do I look like a fat cow?
You look taller than me.
What's up, you guys, and welcome to our channel. So since most of you guys are new, we decided that we would do a Q&A so you guys can get to know us better. We are Karen, Caesar, and Harmony Oso, which, if you guys didn't know, Oso is not even our last name.
Nope.
It's actually short for Osorio, but hanging with the Osorios doesn't sound as good as hanging with the Osos. So I asked you guys a couple of weeks ago to send us some questions if you guys wanted to know anything about us, and we finally had a chance to answer those questions for you guys. So we're gonna go through them. You're gonna see Harmony in and out of the video a lot because she's a baby and she wants to run around. So we're gonna answer these as best as we can. Okay, so first question is, how did we meet?
I had a friend, she had a party, and I wasn't really gonna go because I had to work the next morning.
And I was already in my pajamas, and a friend that I had just kind of linked up with, we went to elementary school together. She was like, do you want to go to this party? Like, come with me, I need a ride. And my mom's like, you should go. And I went.
Yeah, that's how we met.
And that's how we met. But it wasn't love at first sight. Wait, it was for you, huh?
Yeah.
It was for you. So question number 2 is, how do you guys get through arguments?
We just talk. We never get loud at each other.
Well, I feel like we bicker a lot, but it's over like dumb stuff, like you're playing your music too loud on your phone. But we try not to go to bed angry. We talk about it then and there. If he sees I'm mad or I see he's mad, I'm like, what's wrong?
Yeah.
Talk to me. What is wrong? How do you keep the flame alive? I feel like we always do little things for each other. Like when I come downstairs and see that you threw out the trash, I am like, that is my man. Like little things, like
For me, I come home, there's always a cooked meal and it's always delicious. Harmony's well taken care of. You know, you kind of have to have your date nights at least once a month.
She chooses the noisiest thing when we're making a video. But I feel like our dates now include thank you. Our dates now include the 3 of us, and I feel like I wouldn't have it any other way because we forgot one. Sometimes I'll surprise him by getting him like his favorite ice cream from the grocery store or whatever. And I feel like just little things that we do for each other keep us going. Why the name Karma Dexter? The name Karma Dexter actually originates back to the MySpace days. My name was formerly Karen Dexter, which Dexter was because I used to wear these ugly dorky glasses. Karma is because my maiden name is Karen Martinez, so it's K-A-R for Karen, and then M-A for Martinez, so Karma. And that just kind of stuck, and it's been my screen name on social media for like over 10 years. So, and it's also cool because there's a lot of people that I've lost touch with over like many years, and they have searched Karma Dexter and they find me and they're like, oh, like your name's still the same, like, yeah. So my girl Jen and Alec, they just reached 100 subscribers, which they're awesome. So what's up, Jen and Alec? She asked, is a store in the mall the only store you guys have, or do you have other ones? We have 2 stores, but one of them is a bridal and formal gown shop where we're starting to focus more on formals rather than bridal. And then our second store is actually a boutique where we sell like ladies things, so like purses, handbags, wallets, clothing, perfumes, like really pretty things. Some are mostly new and gently used. So yeah. How did you propose?
So the way I proposed, we were at Disneyland. I was so nervous all day long, and I already kind of knew what I was gonna do because a long time ago, the first time I went to Disneyland, she had said she liked Main Street, that was like her favorite part of Disneyland. So we walked up the stairs to go to...
And can I tell it from here?
Yeah.
So we were walking up the stairs by the Main Street station. As soon as you walk into Disneyland, it was like I don't know, 8 o'clock at night. But I had this ring that he bought me that I thought was like a promise ring. I was like, oh man, like my ring fits too big. And he was like, oh, let me see, I'll fix it. And I was like, no, like this isn't one of those 99-cent rings where you could just squeeze it together and it's gonna be tight. And he's just like, no, let me see it. And then he just like gets down on one knee and it was like, and I was like, wait, what are you doing? Like, we gotta go. And he was just like, will you marry me? And I was like, wait, what? Like, it felt like I got punched in the face, but like in a good way. And he was just like, will you marry me? And I just like started bawling, crying, huh?
Yeah.
And I was like, yes! And like we hugged, and like what's crazy is that, what was it, November 10th, 2013.
Yeah.
Disneyland is a very busy place, and at that moment when he proposed, there was nobody around. Nobody, not a single soul was there but the two of us. It was just special that it was just the two of us. It wasn't this crazy elaborate thing. It was just the two of us. Just the two of us. So with that being said, somebody else asked us a question on how did we feel when we found out we were pregnant or we were having a baby. And that story is actually, it's a little sad. Before we got married, I always said I never wanted to have children. And Cesar, that was always like kind of his deal breaker. Like he was always really bummed that I didn't want to have any kids. But my parents got a divorce when I was little. I didn't want to go through something like that. So I was like, no, I'm not going to have kids. After we got married, I don't know, something came over me and I was just like, maybe we can have two. We were sitting on the couch one day and I told him that. And he got teary-eyed because he's always wanted to be a father. So he was really happy that I told him that. So we started trying in January 2015. And we were like, I mean, we're all adults here, so we were trying. And when the end of January came around and I didn't get pregnant, I was really sad. And then February came around and we were still trying and I didn't get pregnant and we were sad. And finally, like, in March, I think I was just like, you know what, like I'm just gonna leave it to God. Like I'm not getting pregnant. Maybe I can't get pregnant. Like maybe this isn't meant to be for us. Like I remember I would be really sad. Like I would cry all the time. I was just like, why can't I have children? We stopped trying in March. We were just like, whatever, if it happens, it happens. And on April 5th of 2015, on Easter Sunday, we found out that I was pregnant with this little baby here. Yeah. And we were like so happy and so scared and like we were more overjoyed. Like Harmony was 100% planned. We 100% planned. Like she didn't come by accident. But when she came was a surprise because I just thought I couldn't have kids because I was trying and it wasn't happening. So we love this little lady to pieces, even though she is the wildest little girl you ever met. She is so wild. And she loves her parents and we love her very much. That leads to the next question. Are you planning to have more kids? And the answer is
not right now. Not right now.
My labor was very, very traumatic. My recovery was very traumatic. I went through a lot and my body is still not recovered. I suffer from severe back pain all the time. Now when I try to drive and like I try to turn to back up, I can't because my back hurts really bad. So to be honest, I don't want to have any more children. Like if one day it happens, but
yeah, if it happens, it happens.
Like I honestly think that my body physically can't handle another child. So I hope with that being said, people will stop trying to pressure us into having more children. If you have another baby, what would be some baby names you like? I don't want to share them because knowing our luck, somebody will like it and name their child that, and then I'm going to be really mad. So I'm not going to tell you guys if it happens one day in the future. What is an embarrassing story that has happened to you? You know what? There has been a lot of embarrassing things that have happened to me in our relationship. A lot of embarrassing things, you guys. Well, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm not trying to put my life out like that. So
we went to a car show in Long Beach. Go eat in Burbank. We're standing there talking with a couple of our friends, and then out of nowhere, this guy just didn't know how to park and just slid into the whole side of my Subaru. So that was pretty embarrassing because we're like, you know, finishing up the day. It was kind of unfortunate, but
I would say that was probably the saddest thing. One of the saddest things that has happened to us, rather than embarrassing. Because that was really sad. When did you decide that you wanted to take the chance and start your YouTube channel, and what did your friends think? She spilled the smoothie all over my foot. I tried to start a YouTube channel back in 2009, and that didn't work out very well. And then when I finally retried it again was in 2015 when I was pregnant. After watching a ton of like pregnancy updates, I was like, you know what, I've always wanted to do it. What better way than now where I can look back at it. I always told him I really want to start vlogging. I want to start vlogging. He was like, okay, do it, start vlogging. So it's not really like a topic of conversation, really. Like, it's not this thing that's like, Karen's here and she does YouTube, you know. It's not like that at all.
see, we don't film like everything we do. We're not like throwing the camera in people's faces, you know.
Yeah, there's such a thing, if you guys didn't know, it's called vlog etiquette, where you can't just like throw a camera in somebody's face, you know, because not only do I feel uncomfortable with doing it, but I don't want somebody to feel uncomfortable with me filming them. YouTube is kind of hard. Just this morning, Cesar was like, oh, you got a ton of views on this video, and I was like, I don't even want to talk about that video. He was like, why? Tell him why.
I was looking at the comments. There's some random comments, people arguing back and forth. Just because we're human, you know. At times we'll say a couple bad words here and there. Hey, it happens. We're adults.
Yeah,
you know,
like,
it's all good. That, you know, we're married, so that's kind of our demographic. You know, married couples or parents. You know, like, hey, we're all human. We all live normal lives. We're human. We're not robots.
Yeah, like we're not perfect.
We're not. This isn't scripted, so it's not like we're planning on saying a bad word or something. It just happened to be what we said at that time.
Like in that video, I said SHIT 3 different times, and people went on a rampage saying like mean things, and we're not putting our actual life on the internet. We're showing you guys we're out to eat here, we are on the road here, we're doing this, but we're not like, this is what's happening in my life, this is my problem, this is what's going on. Nothing, because that's between us, you know. So when you put your life on the internet, you're basically subjecting yourself to people's criticism. But thankfully, you guys are awesome. So the good comments outweigh the negative comments. And there's like weird comments that people leave. Like on my chicken soup video, some girl was like, you forgot the poison. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, like
it's a kid's meal.
Yeah, so I deleted it. I blocked her. It's sad that I wouldn't even have to say this, but you have to be ready to be criticized by people.
Oh yeah. There's
been times when I have shed a couple tears and been upset about comments that people have left, and he's told me like, you know what, don't let those people get to you. So, yeah, anyway, we didn't mean to make this a negative thing, but we just wanted to let you guys know. Also, just another thing, like if you guys are trying to start YouTube, be yourself.
Try your own style. Personalize yourself.
Yeah, like I would say be 100% original. Dude, I worked so hard to be creative and do it creatively. Well, I think that's it for the questions. Sorry if some of this video was really sad or a bummer. We're normal people.
We live normal lives.
We live very normal lives. We are human beings. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching our Q&A. Thank you for all of your awesome questions. We hope that this helped you guys get to know us a little bit more. Once again, we are the Osos. We hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you haven't subscribed yet,
subscribe.
Just subscribe. Just subscribe.
Say bye, Harmony. Say
if
bye.
you guys don't know where that's from Neighbors, when she goes, just keep it down.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. All right, you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching.
Bye.
Say bye.
Say bye.
Say bye. Oh, you got your straw. Bye.
Oh, she's getting it everywhere.
Oh, okay. I think we're good.
Okay.
I think we're done.
No, sorry. It's getting hot. That's why I'm like dying.
Okay.
Can we get going?
I'm gonna.